Hello, hello. I'm the only one here, but I'm here. Did you guess it? It's a pumpkin. I'm going to carve my pumpkin. I decided to do it on camera. I don't know why. Just thought I would. And I have a pattern drawn out, Herman Munster. And I have a little picture of what it's supposed to look like. We will see. First, I have to clean this sucker out. That is the yucky part. And I don't know whether to cut it from behind or from the bottom. I think I'm going to do it from behind. But I just need to draw it first. I don't want to make it too big. But I have to be able to fit my hand in there too. So we shall see. Some pumpkin guy, a professional pumpkin carver, said to cut out a hexagon on the back. Well, my hexagon isn't much of a hexagon, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. And I have my carving tools right here. I don't know if these are any good or not. I have no clue. I have a saw, but look how bent the blade is. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know. I think I'm going to try the big one first. And I'm supposed to cut at an angle so it doesn't fall in. This is a big pumpkin. Really big. I don't like this big saw. Hard to control. Hey, Purple Groovy. I'm carving my pumpkin. I should have probably cleaned it out before I came on, but oh well. So I'm cutting out the back so I can clean it out. And a professional pumpkin carver that I saw on YouTube said to cut out a hexagon. My hexagon is not much of a hexagon. Oh well, if it turns out to be a circle, that's going to have to be okay. I'm trying to cut at an angle so it doesn't fall in. I don't know. I haven't carved a pumpkin in so long. And this is I should have bought a smaller pumpkin. I think I better take my jewelry off before I stick my hands in there. Get all that sloppy, goopy goop. If I can cut a straight line or not. This little saw is taken a long time. I should have maybe got a steak knife. Okay, let's see. Maybe I should try a little bit bigger of a blade. Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't seem as sharp. Maybe I'll turn it over. Ay, ay, ay. Well, it's not going at an angle, so I'm already messing that part up. Oh my goodness. This cold, I have had it ever since the last day of the cruise. It's just like I've been draining for 3 days. How much snot can one person have in their nose? Okay. Let's see if I can pop this out somehow. It's not a very neat job, that's for sure. Oh well, okay. Yay. I'm going to have a mess in here. No, I am. I have a lot of these Walmart bags to put the stuff in. But I'm just going to take my jewelry off before I stick my hands in there. At least my bracelets. Hi, Psych. I saw that you emailed me, but I haven't read it yet. I'm carving a pumpkin. Taking off my jewelry, my bracelets, so I don't end up with goopy goop everywhere. And this pumpkin looks like it has a lot of insides. You know, some pumpkins don't have very much. This one has a lot. Okay. I thought I had a scraper, but I don't. I'm going to have to use a spoon. Look at all those strings. Oh my goodness. I hope I might not have made the hole big enough. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe I should have cut it from the bottom. This is always the hardest part. How do you get all those strings off? Well, this is coming off pretty easy, actually. And you know, when you finish, you're supposed to put Vaseline around all the cut edges to keep it fresher longer. And I don't have any Vaseline. You got mini pumpkins so you can paint them? That's a good idea. You're too lazy to carve a pumpkin. It is hard, and I haven't done it in a few years because I just got tired of doing it, you know. So this year I decided to go ahead and do it. But I didn't buy more than one. Usually I have 3 or 4. Well, this does not have a lot of stuff in there like I thought it did, but it's so hard to get it all out. Yeah, I really should have cut out the bottom instead of the back. But the professional pumpkin carver that I watched on YouTube had to go in from the back. I don't know why. Oh my goodness. Okay. I am going to make a mess, I know. Aye, 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 and it stings. I don't like the way it smells. Okay. How am I going to do this? I should have gotten like a cookie sheet to set it on. Oops. Oh, shit. My bag falling. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm going to have to rethink this. Or else it's going to be all over the floor. It's so slippery. It's like snot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay. I need to move this jewelry. Luckily, I have paper towels up there. But it is so slippery. Everything is so slippery. Goodness. Okay, what did I do with my spoon? Ay, ay, ay. Goodness gracious. Okay. I'm going to put one of these bags underneath it. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. It's a big pumpkin. Oh, goodness. Sorry, I have to blow my nose. Okay. Where was I? Everything is so slippery. This pumpkin is really fresh. I can tell by how slippery it is. It's not all dried out like sometimes. Ay. Oh my goodness. Wow. Is this like watching paint dry? Did you see what I'm gonna carve Herman Munster on there. I forget the name of the TV show that was it the Munsters? I don't know. That family that lived in the spooky house. I don't know if that was the name of the show or if that was just the name of the family, the Munsters. Didn't really watch it. I remember the characters. Okay, let's see. need to try to get it off the top. I'm going to do that. Never heard of it, but I was raised in a cult, so anything scary or evil was off limits. It was a show about, well, I mean, it was like this family that lived in a spooky house that had, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch it, but it was called the Munsters instead of the Monsters. And they were like a weird family trying to fit into normal circumstances. Like the kids, I think, tried to go to a regular school, but they looked weird. And you saw how the father looked, kind of like Frankenstein. And the mother kind of looked like, I think her name was Morticia. She kind of looked like Elvira. But I'm not, I could be getting it all mixed up. I don't know. Okay. I know. The better I clean it out, the easier it's going to be to carve. It is just so slippery. My hand is not getting very much traction on the spoon. It sounds like I am. Hi, No Face. Carving a pumpkin, as you can see. I'm trying to get it cleaned out first. And stuff keeps falling on the floor. Lucky I have a tile floor in here. Okay. I have to wipe this off. It's so slippery. God dang. It is like wiping knot off of my hand. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's going to be all up under my nails. Oh well. Sometimes I roast the seeds. I probably will. There's not a whole bunch of them, but I'll throw all the goop away. I don't like pumpkin pie. So I never keep the, stringy stuff, but the seeds I do usually. And these are nice big seeds. So they'll be easy to pick out of there. I used to be addicted to pumpkin seeds, the kind you buy, in the store, like at 7-Eleven. I used to eat packages of them, and my lips and tongue would be so raw from all the salt. And then they started putting less salt on them, which helped. Boy, my tongue and lips would be so sore from eating so many pumpkin seeds. You don't like the seeds, Psych? I'm sure they're good for you. I think they taste good. And these are nice and big, so at least you get something out of them. Those little ones, a lot of time I would just eat the shell and all. They were so small, it was too hard to open them and get anything out of them. Golly. I'm getting there. No Face, do you eat that entire shell? If they're big like these are, I crack them open most of the time. Sometimes the shell gets like stuck in your throat. I don't know. I used to have trouble if I ate the shell and all. I don't know. It's been so many years since I've had pumpkin seeds. If I get pumpkin seeds now, I buy them already shelled. You know, I don't even mess with the shells. And then I used to think that shelled pumpkin seeds were, they look an awfully lot like pepitos. You know what pepitos are? I think they come from Mexico. I'm not exactly sure. There's some kind of seed. They look a lot like pumpkin seeds. But for a long time, I thought they were the same thing. Yes, David's pumpkin seeds. You are correct. I forgot the name of them. They make sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. I'm sure they still do. I just don't buy them anymore. I think I burnt myself out on them. I used to be a real saltaholic. And like I said, in the olden days, those pumpkin seeds were so salty. That's the main reason I liked them so much. Pepitas. Yeah. Well, if you like those, how can you not like pumpkin seeds? They're so close. To me, like I say, I used to think they were the same. Wonder if they were the same. They were the same thing, just with a different name. Okay, I'm getting close, I think. Ay, ay, ay. I should put a short sleeve shirt on. I'm hot. So what else is going on in y'all's world? You think how flat pumpkin seeds are is what bothers me. They get stuck in your teeth. Yeah. My plan for my pumpkin is Herman Munster. Here's my drawing. Do you remember that TV show, No Face? Was it called The Munsters? Is that the name of the show? I know that was the name of the family. I think that was the name of the show. And Herman Pumpster, yeah. Oh, the Addams Family. I'm so dumb. Thanks, Purple. Who were the Munsters then? Isn't that Herman Munster? That's different from the Addams Family. Isn't it? I don't know. I'm mixed up now. Now that I think about it, I think I'm getting... Was Morticia the wife from the Addams Family? Now I'm really mixed up. Uncle Fester and Wednesday, yeah. They were the Addams Family, right? Then who were the Munsters? Where did Herman Munster come from? Was he not with a family? Was he from the Addams Family, but not named Addams? I don't know. And Lurch, yes, Lurch. Lurch was, yeah, the tall one, kind of like Lurch on Hollywood Boulevard. Remember, Streets used to call out Lurch a lot. He did kind of look like he was as tall as Lurch. Okay, I think I got that good enough. I'm confused too, No Face. Richard. He can't hear me. I was going to ask him. I still have some strings up here, though, that I really should get out. Oh, it's so slippery. Yeah, he was on Lurch a lot. Ay, ay, ay. I think I need to go wash my hands. And I'm wondering if I should wash out the pumpkin too. Oops, what was that? I have stuff falling off this table. This is usually where my computer sits, my little laptop, but I couldn't fit this pumpkin on my desk, so. Okay. Oh, that has got to be good enough. Oh my goodness. Yep, it's a mess. It is a mess. If you leave, my cat will go in your pumpkin hole. That would scare me. If I had a cat in the pumpkin, I would jump out of my wheelchair and probably start walking again. No, I would fall out of my wheelchair. I get scared so easy. I hate being scared. Don't y'all? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I hate being scared. Someone can be standing around a corner and jump out at me and say boo, and I will get so mad, and because my heart goes to my throat and I just freak out. I don't like being scared. Richard. What? Who was Herman Munster? What? Okay, I'm mixed up with Herman Munster and the Addams Family.
Yeah.
Okay, who? Was
Well, the Munsters.
they had their own show, right?
The Munster is the one that you have the drawing of on your pumpkin.
Yeah, right.
That's the Munster.
Okay, but was that
Addams Family was Thing. You remember he was like
a hand or something?
Huh?
A hand or something?
Well, there was a hand, and then there was the butler, and he was like sort of like
Oh yeah,
Herman
yeah.
Munster, but he was a different guy. You know,
now,
but same type.
What was Lurch on?
Huh?
Lurch.
He was on the Addams Family.
Okay, and how about Morticia?
And Cousin It was on the Addams.
How about Morticia?
She was the Addams Family.
Okay, how about Wednesday?
I don't know about
the little girl.
Oh, she was the Addams Family too.
Okay.
With pigtails.
So I don't understand where Herman Munster came from. Did he have a family also?
Munster was where Lurch was, and yeah, the Munsters. It was called the Munsters.
Okay.
There was a family too.
Okay.
That was Yvonne DiCarlo was the and
Eddie
sometimes
Munster?
The one that married Mel Brooks. Not the one that married Mel Brooks. No, John Ford's daughter.
Oh, I don't know. The Munsters are mainly monsters, but they try to act like a normal family. The Addams family are mostly human with a few monsters, but they act more ghoulish.
The Addams family had the hand, and they were,
yeah, they act ghoulish.
Well,
she said.
Yeah, but they're both very similar.
Yeah.
You're doing it right. You're cutting out the back. That's good.
It's so messy.
You should be doing that in your kitchen.
I know.
Probably.
It's so slippery.
I like the way you get your bathroom cleaned. You're keeping.
Okay, I'm on live. You don't. They can hear you. Like I don't clean my bathroom very often, you guys.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But it's just neater now than usual.
Because I took some things out of there.
Hi, Pete.
How embarrassing. I clean my toilet, but I don't clean my tub that often. It's a pain in the ass to clean my tub. I have put in to try to get in-home care, like help, you know. I'm going to try to turn my camera so I can talk to y'all for a minute. I have pumpkin everywhere. I put in, first I asked my primary care doctor, and so he sent some lady over here, and she was taking measurements and everything, like to see if my doors were wide enough for the wheelchair, but she didn't do anything, and she said I have to go through DCF, where we get our food stamps, to ask for, flush my pumpkin. Yeah, I should. She said I have to go through the food stamp place and to ask for in-home help. But see, I already have in-home help. He can sign up and get paid to be my in-home help. And then we would just split the check because he doesn't really have to help me. But I just signed up for food stamps a few days ago and got approved. But they gave me a phone number to call about the other. And last time I tried to call them, they set up a phone interview with me. But when they called, I was in the restroom and could not get to my phone quick enough to answer the call. So I missed the interview. And when I tried to call back, all that came on was some recording. And I left so many messages and nobody ever called me back. And then, of course, I forgot about it. So that was probably 6 or 8 months ago. And then I keep trying to figure out where am I going to sell my jewelry so I can have a little more income each month. And I'm like, duh, I need to get Richard signed up so they'll cut him a check, and he said he would split it with me. He used to get paid to take care of his roommate that died a few years ago. You have a caregiver and she's really nice. That's good. That's good. Richard and I have not had a fight in over a week, so that's pretty good for us. He says all we fight about is money. That's not true, but anyway. Anyway, we fight a lot because he blames me for everything. And I was looking that up today. I said, how can some people truly believe that it's always the other person's fault? And it said that's called narcissism. I knew that. Oh my, it's falling out. It's because it's so slippery. I do need to go flush this out and get all the loose stuff out with water, don't I? Oh my gosh, I'm getting pumpkin on my eye. Ugh. I'm going to have it all in my hair. I'm bending down like this because I have too much stuff. Too much stuff, you guys. And I have nowhere to put it. I just washed my hair. I am going to end up with pumpkin on it. I already haven't. Okay, so it's going to take me a minute to wash my head and wash this pumpkin out. Oh, of course, it's all over my chair. That's okay. I'm going to write a note in case somebody comes in and they don't see anybody on the screen. And my new teeth, nice, huh? Except since the swelling went down, they're loose again, and so my S's, I kind of have a little whistle sometime when I say my S's. Better write this in Sharpie or else won't be able to see it. Right. That. Washing my pumpkin and and hands. Should I write the time on there? So, oh, thanks. Yeah, I can smile now that I have teeth and I don't have to always talk about my snaggled tooth. Thank you. Yeah, I think I have an appointment this coming Tuesday to go in so they can make adjustments. And they made one adjustment right before I went on the cruise, and it fit really good. But then the swelling kept going down and down and down, and it's all wonky again. And even if I use some poly grip or whatever, when it fits correctly, you don't have to use any of that goopy stuff. It just stays in. But I have that goopy stuff on there and it's still loose. 12, it took me 36 minutes to get all that stuff out of there. 12:36 a.m. Now, let's see. Okay. The bed is going to be upside down. Nope, it's not. Yay. If I can get it to go. You guys, I have to go to the restroom too. You can't even see that whole big old long sign. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I think it was better. Be right back. Washing my pumpkin and hands. Okay, that's good. I hit something over here on the computer. I will try to hurry. If y'all leave, come back in a few minutes. It will take me a couple of minutes longer because I do have to go to the bathroom. So, okay. Shoot, my lighter's under my computer. I'm going to have a couple of puffs while I'm doing that. Ay, ay, ay. What happened now? Okay. Now, if I can get this pumpkin in there without it rolling off my lap and breaking, that will be really good. Here I go. Oh my goodness. Richard? Yeah. Can you help me? There's no way I can hold this pumpkin in my lap and try to. You want a towel? No, I want it in the sink. I have to wash it out. I have to wash my hands, I think. I don't want it to roll off and break. Yeah. I have to go to the bathroom real quick first. Oh my goodness. I'll get the dishes in a few minutes. I have like, oh my goodness. No. Okay. Can I get in there real quick?
You've been doing a lot of pictures lately.
I have.
Huh?
I have those people waiting. I need to get in there and watch.
You have a lot of pictures. But sometimes you fantasize like you do. I mean, I don't want to do a lot of pictures. I just resent when you say, hey, wait, Cal, take a look at this. Here, I'll put that in the thing. Huh? Sure you can.
Huh?
Just take a quick look.
I already saw it.
What? Yeah.
That picture you don't want on it. How did I not see it? How did I not see it? Yeah, I saw the head long time ago. Beautiful. Been at least a couple hours. Huh? Beautiful.
You like it?
Yeah.
I think it's really good. It's thick oil.
Oil?
It's oil and very thick. These florals are gonna make us money.
Oops.
Getting a style going that I haven't had any style with it. Huh? Except with the teepees.
Well, I still need to scrape some of this out of there,
Can you do it?
but I can't carry it.
Ready to take it back?
Yeah. A little damp. I need that.
I got this toy that he's been chewing on.
Oh, good boy. Good boy. I can't play with you right now, baby. Poor little guy. Yes. Get it. Get it. Get your toy. Get your toy. Good boy. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Thanks for waiting. I feel so much better. Okay, thanks. And when I had it in the kitchen under the light, I could see I should scrape it out some more to do it the right way. I don't really feel like it, but there was a few too many strings in a couple of spots. And I know that if I get those out of here, it will be better in the long run. Just maybe. Wow. Genius move. If I turn on the light, maybe I could see what I'm doing. Too funny. Too funny. I don't have that big bright light on very often because it's so it gets so hot in here. You're sticking around because you won't be a square. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. How's your beading been going? Have you been making stuff? Or I know you probably answered that in the email, but like I said, I haven't. I saw that your email came across, but I didn't open. I haven't opened up my email tonight yet. I wish I had one of those big pumpkin scrapers, you know, that come with the saws. But This pumpkin is so stringy. Oh my goodness. It's like the more I take off, the more there are. I'm trying to kind of thin it out in the front where I'm going to be carving. Oh gosh. And right here, it's a real mess. Real mess right here. Yeah, the more I scrape, the more strings there are. I'm just going to stop. I probably should have just stopped when I came back in here. You're working on beating a dream catcher. Cool. And you're a perfectionist, so you hate the process. You want it to be right, even, symmetrical, and cute, of course. Yes. Yeah. I understand. I used to be much more of a perfectionist than I am now, because since when I had my accident, I couldn't be a perfectionist like I was. My body just didn't work the same way. And I used to get so frustrated and so mad at myself because, you know, I couldn't do things like I was used to doing things. And so after a few years, I just finally had to give in and realize that, you know, I can't do things like I used to. And that means things are going to be a little bit messier, a little less organized, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. And so that's what I did. So my sock and underwear drawer are not like perfectly lined up and in perfect rows, and my white t-shirts aren't all in one stack, and the blue aren't in one stack. I let them get mixed up now, you know, stuff like that. Like my closet is not in perfect order like it used to be. Like I still have all my pants hanging in one spot, but I have my dresses and shirts a little mixed together, and I used to not do that. Sometimes I don't make my bed, but a lot of time, since I don't move very much when I sleep, a lot of time you can't even tell that like I was in the bed. I fall asleep on top of my covers a lot because I'm always so hot. Oh, don't start growling at me, P baby. I'm out of his favorite treats. Okay, all I have are these. You want these? You little monkey? You little monkey? Oh, look, I did find some of them. You want these? Look what I found. There you go, baby. Good boy. Good boy. I think he wants me to play with his, he has his little toy in here. Okay, it is hot as hell in here. Whew. You've come to accept the fact that you live out of a suitcase because you hate sorting and folding laundry. You just throw it back. You crack me up. That's funny. Um, I took a huge suitcase on the cruise. I mean, huge. And I wore just about everything that I took. So I'm trying to figure out why I'm not in the camp. I didn't way overpack. But I mean, I took a lot of clothes because I was gone for like 9 days, 9 nights, 10 days. Anyway, and even though I was sick when I got back, I slept for 2 days. But after the 2 days, I did unpack my suitcase and got my laundry done because it was quite possible that I could have left that suitcase packed for weeks because I had plenty of other clothes I could have worn. But since our house is on the market, I have to keep my bedroom kind of at least halfway neat. So if the realtor calls and says, we'll be over there in an hour to look at the house, we have to be gone when she shows it. We don't have to be, but it's best if you're not here when people are looking, you know. So anyway, okay, if you're a perfectionist, but you don't like to fold your clothes, doesn't that mean you have wrinkles in your clothes? That would drive me crazy. Oh, I don't like wrinkles in my clothes at all. Yeah, I am so picky about like taking my clothes out of the dryer right when the dryer stops, because I don't want to have to like re-dry them. You like your wrinkles? You're funny. Isn't that funny? Like, that's one thing that drives me crazy. Some people don't mind. And like, he'll fold my clothes sometimes. It drives me crazy because I have to unfold half of them and put them in the dryer like with a damp towel and re-dry them and refold them. So I don't know why he just doesn't leave them like I tell him to. He hates the way I do laundry because, like, I will take my laundry basket in there full and do a couple of loads, and then I'll end up falling asleep and forgetting about them. So the next day, there's stuff in the washer, stuff in the dryer, and stuff in the basket waiting to be washed, and that drives him crazy. I'm like, well, how come every time I do laundry, you have to do laundry? Why can't you? I only do laundry like twice a month, so that leaves plenty of days. I have pumpkin all over my arms. That leaves plenty of days. Why do you have to choose the days I'm doing my laundry for you to do yours? He just doesn't like to be careful. When you get older, your skin gets really thin and it will bleed so easy. Like, if I scratch myself too hard, I bleed. So does he. He bleeds even easier than I do. Boy, my skin is so dry. The clothes you wear don't really wrinkle. It's mostly shorts and t-shirts. Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah. I wear mostly t-shirts too, but I fold them right away because God forbid I would have a wrinkle in my t-shirt. I had to put some lotion on my arms. These glasses aren't staying on very good. So you're in New Mexico, right? Oh, gosh. I hope I didn't just dox you. We're moving to Bullhead City, Arizona. It could be like quick, but it could take a few months, just depending on when we sell this place. And he actually found a place today that he likes, so he might lower the price on this place to try to, just sell it faster so we can get out of here. I'm not in any hurry. I could wait or I could go. I'm kind of excited to go though. I'm really tired of Florida. Real tired. I want to be on the yeah, I will see you. I'll drive to see you because Richard said we were going to get a little truck, and he said I could drive, because I want to protest so bad. He said, yeah, we'll get a little truck. You can drive it around. See if you can drive. I know I can drive. I just use 2 feet. I use both of my feet instead of one. But he said, yeah, you can drive to LA and protest. I said, or Las Vegas or Phoenix or a lot of places. So once I get to Arizona, I'll get my license. The reason I don't have my license here is because I owe like $500 for a speeding ticket, and gosh, it's been probably 5 or 6 years since I got it, but they said that the tickets never go away and I won't get a license until I pay it, and they don't let you make payments. So I never went and got my license renewed. I have pumpkin in my hair. Here, I'll show you a pic. My mom sent me a letter. I don't know if you were around. Like my mom didn't talk to me for like 5 years or something. And then I got a letter from her about a year ago. And it only was like 2 sentences. So I got a letter from her a couple of weeks ago, and I opened it, and there's not a letter. All there is a picture of my son in his practice football uniform. Kind of cute, isn't he? His hair has gotten so dark. His name is Noah, and he is 20 years old. He's a junior in college. And he never comes to see his mama. He's in college, 2 states away, 2 in Kentucky. He goes to see my mom at Christmas in Austin, Texas, and I said, can't you come here Thanksgiving? I moved here so I could be closer to you, and you have not come to see me once. He said, I'm going to Colorado for Christmas. he's going to Colorado with my mom. I mean, for Thanksgiving, because that's where my sister lives. He looks like that comedian dude, Matt Rife. I'll have to check him out. I don't know who that is. I think he's handsome, but he's my son, so of course I would say that. But yeah, so my mom is taking my son once again away for the holidays, and yeah, very depressing. Very depressing. I cry about it. So the other day I was talking to him. I said, "You're going to Colorado." I said, "Isn't she dead yet?" And he got mad. He started to get mad, so I had to shut up. But I mean, she has ovarian cancer, and usually people with ovarian cancer don't live like more than 5 years. She's had it like 3 years. So I don't know what's going on. No one ever tells me a thing. I'm not supposed to know that she even has it. She told my sister, "Don't tell Kelly, I have cancer. She doesn't need to know anything about me." Whatever. What a hard-hearted woman. I don't know why God gave me such horrible parents. Like, I grew up without my biological dad in my life, and then in my 50s, my mother kicks me out on the street without any notice, and I'm in a wheelchair. She disconnects from me, steals my son from me, and that was 2019, and still is holding such a grudge that, I can't be around for holidays. Or when someone dies, I don't get notified. I find out on Facebook, like everybody has gone, to wherever to attend a funeral, and I wasn't told that they even died, nor was I invited to go to the funeral. I think that's pretty shitty. So I might write my mom a letter, and a friend of mine said, just write her and love bomb her and, kiss her ass. And I said, I don't even think that's going to work. But that's what narcissists like to hear, how wrong I am and how right she was and how bad I am and how good she is. Well, okay, P, just a minute. Oh my goodness. Boy, he doesn't give up on these treats very easy. I don't know how many are left in here. I think there's only one, and it doesn't even look like there's stuff on here to eat. He eats these, but he eats the stuff that's wrapped around it. He eats that off and leaves the stick. Yep, he sure does. And there's only certain kind that he likes. He doesn't like this kind. He likes the kind in the orange bag, but I'm all out of those. Oh, here's one more. I found one more, P. Look. There you go, baby. And look, you guys. I have a whole bag This is full of dog treats. Full. And he won't eat them. I end up giving so many bags of treats away to people in the neighborhood because he is picky. He is so picky. Ugh, drives me crazy. Liz Paris was uninvited to Tony's celebration of life Natalie had. That also turned out to be a meet and greet. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah. I thought, I don't know. I don't know. I think Natalie said she didn't uninvite her. I don't know. But yeah, I know her feelings got really hurt. That wasn't very nice. Not very nice. But you know how people are. And the older I get, the more I just try not to let. Where did my roll of tape go? I know I just had a roll of tape to tape Herman Munster on. I didn't put it away, did I? Where is my roll of tape? Oh my goodness. Oh, it fell on the floor. Yeah, but the older I get, the more I really try not to get my feelings hurt because it's not even worth it. You know, it really isn't because people are just selfish, and a lot of them care only about themselves, and it's just the way it is. There's nothing excuse me, nothing I can do about it. What you doing, baby? I don't have any more. So I'm trying to tape this on without it having too many wrinkles in it because and I should have left more of a border so I could put darts in the paper. I'm trying to find the flattest area. Baby, he gets his front feet, he gets up on his back feet and takes his front feet and pushes the back of my chair. Or he'll growl at me. I don't have any more of your treats, baby. All I have are these. All I have are these. Hi, Adrian. Just thought I'd pop in for a few minutes to say hi and get the numbers up. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help. I appreciate all of y'all's help so much. You don't even know. I think I'm getting so close to my watch hours. I haven't looked lately, but that's why I like pop on and do lives, even if there's only 1 or 2 people. I stay on because you know, every hour counts. And once I get the watch hours to 3,000, I can have what are they called? Memberships and super chats. I'm not going to ask for super chats though, but I think I will have a membership thing. Just a real inexpensive one, you know. And as far as merch, do people really buy merch from these creators? Do y'all? Oh, thanks. Yeah. How many watch hours have I think I have, let me check real quick. Let's see. I have to go over here to YouTube. And then my computer is kind of slow because I need to, I have too many things on it, downloaded on it. I need to clean it up, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, hold on. I'm going to tell you. Right now. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let me find analytics. Oops. Uh-oh. How come I never know how to get to it? Let's see. Hold on, I'm trying. And around and around and around it goes. Come on. Okay, analytics. Let's see. It's going. It's taking a minute. Oh, I don't need to go to analytics. That's right. I need to go to earn. Hold up. I lost like 20 subscribers while I was on that cruise. Oh my gosh, it's in the 747s. It was in the 780s. I have 2302 watch hours and I need 3,000. So 23 to 4, like I need 700 more hours. Oh my gosh, 700 more. That's crazy. I think you only have a year to do that. And I started this channel in I think the end of January. So what am I going to have to start over if I don't? No, I don't mind you asking. Do I partake of 420? No, I don't like it. I wish I did. I'll share your page on your X. Don't have very many followers, but the public can see it too. Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't know how I never go on X or any of that because I don't know how all that works. Isn't that crazy? And I need someone to show me how to make shorts. I mean, I can kind of bum my way around, and sometimes I can end up with a short that I can play, but most of the time I can't because I can't figure out how to get parts of a video, like apart from here and apart from the middle and apart from the end, and then put them all together. It never works for me. I don't know why. You didn't know it's so hard to look for the watch hours. No, it's not hard, but that's great though. You think I'll get there before January? I don't know. It's already October. Now I have to use this little poker, and I'm going to go around and poke all the way around on these lines, and then take the pattern off, and then I'll be able to saw, where the holes are. So this just takes, it's not hard, it just takes a little time. And the drawing is not perfect. So I'm going to have to be really careful when I cut. Maybe I'll try to put the holes a little closer together. That way I will have a better idea where my, cut lines need to go. My saw lines. Yeah, I wish I liked weed because a lot of people say it helps with their pain, but it never helped with mine. And I don't like cottonmouth. That's the main reason I don't smoke it. I hate cottonmouth. And Richard, he's 87. He smoked pot. Like, he just stopped smoking a few years ago, like when he was 85. He lived in Humboldt County and grew it for a long time. But he said that God told him he needed to stop smoking. And then a dove, he couldn't. He said it was he tried and tried, and it was really hard. And then one day, a dove landed on his shoulder. He said, I told God I needed his help. And the next day, a dove landed on my shoulder. And he hasn't had a joint since. He said he knew that was a sign from God, because doves in the wild just do not land on people's shoulders. That's true. I've never had a dove land on my shoulder. I've had a bird poop on me, though. But I've never had one land on my shoulder. I mean, yeah. That was pretty wild. Oh, thank you, Psych. Okay, you can smoke for me. Definitely. I'm smoking a cigarette. I like cigarettes, though, especially when I have my coffee. And I really don't want to quit. I should stop smoking in the house, though. Oh, my nose. My nose is so runny. I looked up, that shot that everybody's getting. I forget what it's called, but there are several places in Jacksonville where I live that that have that shot. So I'm gonna call one of the places tomorrow that's not that far from where we live and see if I can't get an appointment. Well, first I have to find out if my insurance, if they take my insurance. I'm sure I'll be able to find some place that takes my insurance. I have really good health insurance. So, but this is a mental health office, but they also have pain management doctors there. So I need to get prescribed some pain medication, especially before I move, because it can take a long time to find, new doctors when you move. I hate going through all that. You quit cigarettes last month. Oh, wow. Good for you. Or the one before. So the 420 has been good for your anxiety. I bet. I cannot imagine trying to stop smoking. I just like them so much. I'm not going to lie. I like cigarettes. Excuse me. I wish I would have drawn this a little more careful than I did. Some of my lines are kind of broken up and wispy, not very solid. Oh well, however it turns out, I'm sure it will be fine. And if it doesn't turn out good, then I will just go get another pumpkin, right? Because there is a design, there's another design that I want to carve. It's a witch's shoe and stocking, and it was so cute. But I like doing faces because they look so good when you light them up. I smoke about excuse me, a half a pack a day. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but average about a half a pack a day. Not too bad. Oh, all of these little things that I have to cut out. I'm afraid around the mouth because I couldn't tell. The mouth was torn on the picture I was looking at when I drew this, and it was hard for me to tell which part is supposed to be cut out and which part is supposed to be left. So I'm going to have to figure that out. I am so hungry. Do you get hungry when you smoke, Psych? Oh, my first yawn. Oh, goodness. This keeps sliding out of my hand. I usually have it on my lap to poke it. My stomach's growling. Trying to think of what. Oh, I know what. I cooked a pork loin earlier, and my dog ate half of it, but there's still some left. I'm going to make a little bit of mashed potatoes to go with it, and maybe another vegetable. That's if I'm not too tired. I might just, I don't know, eat something that doesn't take so much preparation. I don't know if I feel like making mashed potatoes right now, although it's not hard. It's my favorite food, mashed potatoes. Ever since I was a little girl, that was my favorite food. Oh, goodness. I think I'm going to have to put this on my lap to do the bottom part. My right hand doesn't work as good as my left hand since my accident, because I fell on my left forehead, so my right hand, it doesn't close all the way unless I bend my fingers, like, curve them. So, and I'm right-handed, so like to hold something this skinny is really hard. It's sliding out of my hand. I hope I'm making the holes deep enough. I would hate to think that I am going to have to go back over this again. Yeah, this isn't hard. It's just time consuming. Let's see. I'm more than halfway done, I think, though. I'm going to have to figure this out. My lines are a little obscure. I'm not exactly sure what I did here, but oh well. I'll just do my best. That's all I can do. Like I said, if it doesn't work out, I'll just go get another pumpkin tomorrow. Let's see.
They run down that road. Like that. Spit it.
Psych, do you know where Bullhead City, Arizona is? And if you do, how far away is that from where you live? It's probably almost, nope, I was going to say it's probably almost time for Cricket to come on, but she still has 30 minutes before she comes on. I hope I did the eyes right. And the nose, I don't know. It doesn't look like a nose to me. I'm getting there. Goodness. Okay, I have to mute this and blow my nose. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Psych, did you hear me ask, do you know where Bullhead City, Arizona is? I'm not exactly sure how this goes over here. I'm just kind of guessing at some of this. I don't understand what that is. I'm going to have to look at the drawing to try to figure some of this out. I'm almost finished. I'm in a very awkward position to be doing this. Like I said, I should have it in my lap, but I might have to put it in my lap to do the mouth. This is getting tricky over here. I don't know. What in the heck? Okay. Let me. And all I have is a real tiny little picture to go by, so it's hard for me to tell what to do with the mouth. I think, well, I'm just going to follow the lines and then figure out which part I'm supposed to leave on there and which part I'm supposed to take out. Because it doesn't make sense to me. Okay. I don't know what this mess over here is, but okay, the big reveal. Let me take off the tape and hope that I can see the holes that I poked well enough that I don't have to go back over. Oh yeah, I can see them. Perfect. Perfect. Yay. Yay. All right. So there's my pattern. You can see all the hole marks, all the dots. And there are dots all over the pumpkin also. Cool. So I need to find the little blade. What did I do with it? I had two small blades. Did I drop one? Or was this the small one? I know I had one smaller than this, but I don't know where I put it. Well, I'll start with this one, and if it doesn't work, then I will hunt for the other one. Okay, here goes nothing. I think this blade's going to be too big. Boy, this pumpkin is really fresh. That's good. I would have more control with the smaller blade, so I might have to look for it. Ah. I just go slow and steady while I'm sawing, because I do not want to make any cuts that I'm not supposed to make. This is a big blade. It's not going to work on the eyes. I'm going to have to find that smaller one. I thought I had it right up here on my desk, but of course my desk is so cluttered right now. How would I ever know what was on it? I'm going to have to move some things around. Yeah, I think I need to find the smaller blade. Excuse me. And I found it. That was pretty easy. It's a lot smaller. A lot smaller. You can't really. But the handle broke off of this. I just noticed that. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work because there's nothing to hold on to. I wonder if I can use this electric one with the bent saw blade. Let's see. I might be sorry. Well, you have to hold the button down. It doesn't stay on by itself. And that makes it awkward. It's hard to. Well, It's working okay so far. But what's that line for? I wonder why I have that line there. Oh dear. Oops. Mm-hmm. One professional pumpkin carver guy was using a Dremel. This is kind of like a Dremel. Except it doesn't stay on by itself. I don't think the bent blade is helping. Some of my cuts are a little crooked because of the bent blade. Ah, goodness gracious. It's going okay though. Of course, I haven't gotten to any of the hard parts yet. Hmm. Oh, goodness. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I might need to switch to the small blade now. This one is so sharp. I'm just doing his hairline right now. The easy part. Go down far enough. There's that bent blade messing me up right here. Jeez. Oh, dear. Okay. I better look at the picture because I don't understand what this part's doing. I'm just guessing right here. Oh, that's okay. You're allowed to go talk to your mom. I was asking if do you know where Bullhead City, Arizona is? I hope I got that right. Oops. Let's see. You've never heard of it until today, but you'll look it up. It's up, do you know where Laughlin is? Laughlin, Nevada? It's up in the northwest part of the state, I believe. I know it's way up north. I think it's only like a couple of hours from Las Vegas. I was wondering how far away that is from where you live. Like, is it hours and hours away? Okay, I'm gonna try to pop out this part of his hair that I I have cut, oops. Mm. Um, uh-oh. Sometimes these little tiny pieces are so hard to get out without breaking. There. Hey. So I got part of the hairline out. I need a little break. Oh my goodness. I don't remember it taking this long, but I guess it does. I have some really tight places. I'm going to have to be very careful when I cut, and then I have to go back in, and you can see all these strings hanging on there. I'm going to have to get those off somehow and clean it up. Yep. I hope this turns out okay. There's so much goopy goop that I can see. Well, oh my goodness gracious. This is going to take a while. Now I'm trying to figure out what this part is up there. Where's my picture? Just more of his hairline. I guess. Yeah, this little blade doesn't have a handle. Ay, ay, ay. Need a cup of coffee. What in the heck? I don't understand exactly what's going on over here. Oh well. I guess I will do the part that I can. That I can see. Let me see if I can use the motor. Hmm. Mm. I think I might need new batteries. I might need new batteries.
Oh, well, oh, yeah. You like it? It's kind of blurry. In order to see, you have to Google it.
Kind of like watching paint dry. You're making tacos before bed. Oh, that sounds so good. I am so hungry. I hope I didn't just mess that up.
He said, well, Pamela lost my vote. Because she wants to pay for inmates to have sex changes. And he says, she lost my vote.
To figure out what's going on up here. Uh-oh. I don't think I was supposed to cut that. What in the heck is going on? Let's see.
How do you tell? When did you tell him? And what did he say?
Okay. Oh, all those strings in there. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is terrible. I just can't believe how many strings are in here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to get those from the back, I guess. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Ah, it's driving me crazy. Well, I don't know. Okay. Break time. Hey, RLR. How are you? I'm trying to carve Herman Munster on my pumpkin. Here's what it's supposed to look like when I get finished, but I don't know if it will. It's a slow process, and I've got to take a break for a minute. I have got to take a break. I'm thinking of going to make a cup of coffee. If y'all don't mind, let me put my note down saying that I will be right back. I'm going to make a cup of coffee because I'm so hungry. If I make a cup of coffee, I put so much creamer and stuff in it that it's like dessert, so it will fill me up a little bit. I'm not washing the pumpkin. I'm gonna wash my hands. So if anybody pops in and doesn't see any movement, they'll know why. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have the biggest mess in my lap, in my wheelchair, and on the floor. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. Well, P, you left your treats all over the floor. Oh my goodness. Oh, gosh. Little baby. You little baby. It takes a long time to do that pumpkin. No. There's only one there right now.
Where are they?
I'll put a note. I'll be right back.
Where are they?
Probably on someone else's channel. The girl that goes,
Where they live?
one I'm talking to lives in New Mexico.
What mark, you know? How this year.
Can't really ask her in the chat because.
Oh, yeah.
She sent me an email earlier.
Did you notice that in the living room behind the couch, one of my babies? One of my dolls. You think that's kind of weird? One of my. Have you ever seen those dolls? Do you remember a long time ago me telling you about those dolls? Yeah. Painted those before. I talked to Chris. He said, you know, like he calls. Chris and he calls. Anyway. Yeah, that's good. So you like me? Yeah. She's. Yes. So where did you see Jay? Oh yeah, what's that look like? But his apartment, it's okay though, huh? Yeah. Well, enough, put it in. But you know how.
Takes you a few minutes.
Yeah.
Takes you a few minutes.
You gotta. You don't have to. It sure makes life easier.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't know. Jay doesn't know you have a car. If you see it, like it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I am back. Sorry about that. Oops. Oh no, there goes my phone on the floor. I made
You wanna get a car?
put two Pop-Tarts in the toaster while I was waiting for the coffee. Because I am so hungry. Yep. They're hot. Too hot. Hot, hot, hot. So, I'm getting tired myself, psych. Hot. Ooh. I'd rather have your tacos than these Pop-Tarts. That's for sure. I'm still learning how to eat with my new teeth. It'll be easier once they fix them. Oh man,
That's what he wants.
I have a lot of stuff I have to pack for our move. I don't know where we're going to put everything. I just have so much stuff, just stuff. But I feel like I need it all. I'm going to have a lot of jewelry tools and some beads and jewelry stuff that I'll be able to give you, psych, if you need them, if you want them.
He sure is funny.
I started to go through my tool drawers the other day, and I have a lot of duplicate tools that I don't need. I started putting them off to the side. I want to give them to someone that will use them. Like jewelry pliers, you know, flush cutters, needle nose, all kinds of stuff.
Well, it's nice that you saw him. Did he say that he thought Campbell was going to win the election?
This poor pumpkin.
He doesn't like Trump. He's nuts. Completely nuts. Oh, okay, yeah. I like those too.
They're talking politics.
No. Well, one of the guys up in Rio Dell had one. And
Luckily, all but one of Richard's friends
they have something weird.
liked the same candidate. Candidate.
Something from the 20s, huh? Beatles? Why did they have one?
I'm really scared about this election coming up.
He sends me an awful lot of Facebook.
I'm starting to get to the small cuts I have to make. I should put it in my lap. I have more control. I don't want to mess up at this late point. Oh, goodness. This hot coffee is making my nose run even more. A little spider came to see me. Oh my goodness. I think I have pumpkin all over my coffee cup. I think a cigarette would be good with my coffee. The best time to have a cigarette is after a meal or with a cup of coffee.
Today I went to the hospital, and I just wanted to get some paper towels and water.
I need to do my nails. They're a mess. I hardly ever paint them. I painted them yesterday, and stained orange,
Water in the
purple
pan,
orange from the pumpkin.
drove off. Almost home, and I thought, oh, where's my hot dog? I left it in the car.
Mm. If I could turn this camera around and show y'all the the mess I have like on my desk and on the two tables next to my desk. I mean, I have stuff piled. It's just, I don't know where everything comes from. I can't figure it out. It seems to reproduce all by itself. I clean it up, and then the very next day, it's right back like it was. It doesn't take much because it's such a small space. If I don't put everything back where it goes immediately, then it gets messed up like this. Coffee and cigarettes, so good. You miss it a little bit, yeah, I bet you do. We just had a hilarious screaming match about your mom's age. She got home from the bar, and it's been interesting ever since. Can I ask how old your mom is? You don't have to tell me. Are you on Mountain Time or Pacific Time? This coffee is so good. Ever since we had the hurricane come through Florida last week, we've had beautiful weather. It brought in the cool temperatures. Thank goodness. 'Cause it was hot, hot, hot. I always wonder who the second person in the chat is that when they don't talk. I don't care. I like to have lurkers. I don't mind at all, but I always wonder who it is. You're on Mountain Time. I kind of thought that. I haven't met, I think there's only one other person I can remember in my whole life meeting that is from where the state, I can't say my S's, the state that you're from, or the state where you live. I think he lived in Las Cruces. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do my nails after this. My hair's finally starting to grow back out. She's almost 50. She's young. I wish I was almost 50.
Have you worked on your story at all?
I would like to be 50 again. I'd like to be 40 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like so long ago. I had my accident like a month, a little bit less than a month before I turned 40. It's almost as bad as Albuquerque and El Paso. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Let's see, when I was in high school, one year I went snow skiing with my aunt and uncle and their two kids. I'm trying to remember where we went. It was somewhere in New Mexico. Was it Taos? Is there a not Tahoe, Taos, New Mexico? Taos, I think. I got so sick that trip, and they had to end up taking me to the hospital or a doctor or something. It was like altitude sickness. And then when we were flying home, we were on the airplane with, I don't know if you've ever heard of the band Little Feat, Little Feat. They weren't that popular, but they were a little bit popular. I liked them. And I think I was a junior in high school, and I had been gone a week snow skiing, so I was a week away, being away from my boyfriend, and so I was so excited to get home to see him. And the band, you know, I talked to them on the flight home, and they invited me to the concert and told me, but I had to bring a girlfriend, and they would leave backstage passes. I said, well, I haven't seen my boyfriend in over a week. They said, you can't bring him. You have to bring, a girl. So, of course, I didn't go. That was stupid. Another time, I was, Richard and I, when we were married back in the 80s, lived in Las Vegas for about 13 years. Almost the whole time we were together, and when I left him, I had met these younger guys. They were in a band. They were from Missouri, but they were playing at a club that I used to go to all the time that had live bands in Las Vegas. And so Pearl Jam, or no. Why did we go to Missouri? Anyway, we flew to Missouri one time, and we must have been, I was moving there, I guess, and I had my rabbits with me, and I was walking through first class carrying my pet carrier with my I had a big old rabbit. His name was Willie. He thought he was a dog, but when I walked through first class, I got stopped by Siegfried and Roy. And I don't know if you know who they are. They're the magicians that had a real long running show in Las Vegas with the tigers. And a tiger ended up attacking one of them after many years of having it, as a pet. Anyway, he didn't die, but yeah, they stopped me and asked what I had in the pet carrier, and I said, I have my rabbit. And I forget which one. I think the one with dark hair was the nice one. He asked if I could take my rabbit out so he could see him, and so I did. I took him out and he held my rabbit. And then let's see, another brush with greatness that I had was, we used to go to Caesar's Palace coffee shop all the time, like late at night, and because you could get late at night in Las Vegas, you can get like steaks you used to be able to get them for like $5 or something. But we used to like to go to Caesar's Palace. It was like one of the nicest ones at the time. And my favorite thing to get was chocolate mousse. And they had the best chocolate mousse. So we were in there one night, and Richard, he's an artist. So at the table, they have Keno tickets. So you can play Keno while you're eating. And Keno tickets are squares about I don't know, about that big. Anyway, he would always draw pictures on the back of the Keno tickets. Well, Muhammad Ali was in there one night with his manager or something, and Richard drew Muhammad Ali, and so I took it over to him and asked him if he would sign it for me. And he did. And then he gave me a kiss on my cheek or something. I don't know how that happened. It pissed Richard off. I don't know. It wasn't weird to me, but anyway. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. I think, oh, my dad played professional football, and he played for Canada because in the 1960s, if you were under 6 foot tall, the NFL would not draft you. And he's like 5'10" or 11. So he went up to Canada to play and got hurt his first year, but his best friend played for the Miami Dolphins. And that was back in the early 70s when they won 2 Super Bowls back to back. And they had a daughter my age. And I went down and stayed with them one summer and got to meet all of the Miami Dolphins football team. And I got all the autographs, and Don Shula, the coach, and it was really cool. But I had a house fire and lost most of those. And the ones I didn't lose, my mom got rid of when she kicked me out in 2019 and threw away all my stuff. Nice of her, huh? I don't understand her not telling me to come get my stuff, just like getting rid of it. All of my art supplies and equipment. I had like 5 Coach purses. I had almost every color of Converse tennis shoe you could imagine. And all my Victoria's Secret underclothes. I mean, she got rid of just about everything.
I wasn't able to buy a house.
And I know she didn't keep it. I thought, well, maybe she kept the purses and used them. But when I was in her house a couple of years ago visiting my son and she wasn't there, I went through everything. And she did not have one of my purses. I took a Kate Spade purse of hers. I sure did. I figured she didn't need it. And I think I took 2 bracelets also. And I found, like, she had one of my favorite bracelets in her jewelry box. It's just a leather and silver bracelet. And like, this is one of the things that she kept. Of all the stuff I had, I don't know why she would have this. I mean, it's not expensive. I like it. I wear it every day. I wear it with the buckle showing, but yeah. I got this lapis and silver. It's so dirty right now. Bracelet. And I don't know what happened to the turquoise one. Oh, here it is. I got this really cool turquoise and silver bracelet from her. And I found a couple of random things of mine, like real random things, like a pair of boots that I had never worn, like, you know, leather winter boots. I forgot who made them. I still haven't worn them. They're in my closet. And I found a Dremel drill press. She got rid of every other tool, but for some reason it's not real big for a Dremel. That was there, and a couple of throw pillows that have rabbits on them, because I like rabbits. I don't know why she kept those either. It's really weird, some of the stuff I found. And she did have most of my photos, like old-timey, photo pictures of when my son was a baby. And I think I have his baby book. She got rid of all my art books, though. And I think that's about it. I am going to write her a letter and tell her that I think I need to see my son this Christmas. Last Christmas I spent with him was 2018. And then I saw him 2 Christmases ago, not at Christmas, like a few weeks after Christmas. I got to go and see him for a week. she had just found out she had cancer and had gone to Texas because that's where she moved because her sister lives there and that's where her doctor was. And so I just went and stayed in her bedroom and she never even knew it. Got to stay with my son for a week. That was so cool. I took my little dog with me. But I really miss my son really bad. And you can bet when I get my driver's license and I have a vehicle to drive, like the little truck he said he's going to get, I will be driving to see my son. I don't care what anybody says. And he's been spending his summers in Austin, Texas, because that's where my mom lives. And that is not that far of a drive from Arizona. So, yeah. Things will get better for me. I just have to be patient, right? Just have to be patient. I get so sad though when I think about it. Think about the years I missed with him. I mean, when she kicked me out, he was a sophomore in high school. So I missed part of his sophomore year and his junior and senior year of high school. It was horrible. I went to his high school graduation. I surprised him and went. But he was so busy going to, all the parties that seniors have when they graduate that the only time I saw him was at the graduation ceremony. And that was only for about 5 minutes. And I stayed there like almost a week. He never came and saw me. He was working and spending time with his friends. And I guess, I can't remember if he had a girlfriend at the time or not, but anyway, yep. I need to finish this pumpkin, don't I? I need to put a bigger hook on this bracelet. It's like this is a polymer clay bracelet made out of, it's kind of hard to see, made out of just some scrap clay that I had, and I always put a clasp on it on these types of bracelets because I like how they look, and it never falls off, except I need to make the hook a little bit bigger because it's hard to I need to make the clasp a little bigger because it's hard it's hard to close. It's kind of cool, huh? I have a bunch of these these kinds of bracelets that I made. I have a few of these, but I always start showing my jewelry. I was wearing this earlier. These are just crystals, and I wire wrapped wire wrapped them. This is sterling. And here's another one. And this is not sterling. This is silver plated. You can see it's starting to tarnish. I make 90% of my stuff out of sterling now because I don't like it when they start turning, and then you see copper wire instead of silver. Copper has its place, believe me, but I like that. You started painting yours? Started painting, what'd you paint? The metal? My coffee's getting cold now. I have to, what happened? I have to mute this for a minute. Oh, that's too funny. Your pumpkins, of course. How silly am I? Oh, well, good. How many of them did you get? How many do you have? Oh, cool. 3. I used to always buy a lot of pumpkins, and I would carve a few of them and then leave, a few uncarved. And after Halloween, of course, the ones that were carved would be be thrown away because they'd be getting rotten. And the uncarved ones I would leave until after Thanksgiving, and then I would spray paint them either gold or silver and use them with as part of my Christmas decorations. Did I say spray paint them gold or silver? I remember saying silver. I don't know if I said gold. That's what happens when you get old. You forget what you say half the time. You're funny. You crack me up. I can't wait to hang out with you. Oh, that is too funny. I'll drive and you can throw them out the window. Wait till you hear some of the things I've done in my life. I really am an OG. I might not look it. I have done some things. You'll hear about them. You'll hear about it. That still cracks me up. Oh, goodness. Did you ever, you're pretty awesome too. Thank you. Did you ever egg a house when you were like in high school or junior high? I never did personally. We used to toilet paper houses a lot, but I remember some people would go out and egg people's houses and cars, and that was bad because you know dried eggs will take the paint off of cars. It's not even funny, but it was it was funny depending on whose car they got. Oh, that was terrible. Hmm. And some of the mean old neighbors raising a call and was not allowed in public unless with family or school or at church. Wow. Which one were you in? Can I ask? Does soda ruin a car? I know if you put it in the gas tank, it does. When I was growing up, they didn't have gas caps like they have now. You could open any car, you could open, I mean, the gas caps just used to twist off. They weren't locked. Ah, I know a lot about the Mormons. Not good. I'm sorry for you. I'm glad you're not. I'm glad you're not. Um, you're not in that church anymore, are you? I'm assuming. If it's hot, it's sticky as hell to try to get it off. I bet. Yeah. Yeah. You grew up being shamed all your life, right? Mm-hmm. Old Joseph Smith. He was as crazy as L. Ron Hubbard. I tried to explain to Richard. Richard has a friend that's Mormon. And, he's a real nice guy and the family's real nice. And I tried to explain to him about why Mormon is a cult. And he just could not understand it at all. Because they're so nice and he just doesn't get it. I told him how they shame kids and stuff, and he said, they love their kids. I said, well, of course they do, but they still are shamed all their life. And you don't do that to people. But he could not make the connection. Of course, he doesn't believe in addiction either. No such thing as addiction, he says. Mind you, he was a cocaine dealer for a long time and did a lot of cocaine. And he smoked pot. I met him when I was 17, and he was 42. He smoked it when I met him, and he's 87 now, and he didn't stop smoking pot until 2 years ago. Tell me he wasn't addicted to marijuana. It's like being addicted to any kind of tobacco. Not nicotine, but still. Yeah. He doesn't believe in narcissism either. Most narcissists don't. Sorry. Of course he wouldn't believe in it. Why would he? He is one. You know. Oh, it just cracks me up sometimes to think of some of the things that come out of his mouth. Oh my gosh. Why would a narcissist not believe in narcissism? That there's no such thing as narcissism. I don't know why I think that's so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard. Oh wow, really? um, well, are you talking about like wearing sports bras as an outer garment? I mean, like as a shirt because it's so hot. Yeah, I understand that. Does she still wear her garments, or is she out of the cult too? At home, yeah. Oh, she doesn't even like you to do it around the house, huh? Well, la-ti-di-da. Too bad. You are a grown woman. And sports bras, what showing? Oh, your shoulders. I forgot. Your shoulders. Maybe a little bit of your midriff. But I guess that's how she grew up, you know. And it's hard for mothers to ever change their way of thinking. Not me. I'm a cool mom. But like my mom never change her thinking in a million years. No, no, no. I was typing something in today about, let me find it. I have it on a Word document. Let's see, recent. The Mormon that cherry picks. hold on, I can't read that. I have something covering it up. I'll read it in just 1 minute. Let's see. Let's see. Not the one I wanted to read. Let me see. Well, let me tell you, this doesn't work. Okay, it says, how do you stay calm when someone is always blaming you? It says, if you have nothing to feel guilty, ashamed, or wrong for, then feel assured in your own innocence. Well, a lot of good that does. Then put yourself in their shoes and think about why they are blaming you. Then call them out on their negative motives, and that will make them feel embarrassed, and you'll be chilling. Yeah, right. People like that don't feel embarrassed. Says, and why does my boyfriend turn every argument into my fault? And it says it can be frustrating when it feels like your partner shifts the blame onto you during arguments. There are several reasons this might happen. Defensiveness. Some individuals become defensive when confronted, leading them to deflect blame rather than addressing the issue at hand. That's true. Communication styles. Different people have different styles of communication. How about some people don't know how to communicate? Oops, I lost it. Some may struggle to express their feelings without assigning blame, while others might not fully understand how to engage in constructive conflict, because in their minds there is no constructive conflict. There's only conflict. And they go on. Fear of vulnerability, conflict resolution skills, underlying issues, power dynamics. Yep, they want to be in control. Anyway, now what happened? Somehow I got onto a different stream. Uh-oh. Okay. She's the Mormon that cherry picks. She still is a believer. Wow. Hi, Marla. Braid from Pup Groomer. That's so nice. I'm carving a pumpkin, Marla, but I'm taking a little break. Here's my pumpkin over here. It's going to be Herman Munster. There's the drawing. I hope it ends up something like that. But we'll see. I'm just taking a little break right now. So your mom still believes, even after reading the, what is it? What's that one letter? The CSI letter or something like that. And I mean, there's so many things that they have proven are wrong in the Mormon Bible. CS letter. She won't read it. Well, if she read it, then she might have to admit, that Joseph Smith was a fraud and her whole life has been a lie. And it's hard for some people to do that. I don't know why it's hard for people to do that, because I can't imagine like living in that kind of bubble of a lie, like knowing that there is truth out there that proves something is a lie, but not accepting it. It just blows my mind. But there's so many people that do it, and it has to be a protection, thing. Like somehow feels like she needs to protect herself from truth. She won't listen to Mormon stories. Oh, wow. Exmo, gay ho, Exmo, Lex, self on the shelf, cults to con. She won't listen to any of them, huh? I like John DeLynn. I like Kira too. I used to not like her that much, but I like Kara Burrell. I haven't listened to them in a long time, but that's all I used to listen to, and actually that's what led me to the Scientology community. I got tired of I started hearing the same things, after a year or so. I felt like I was hearing the same things over and over, and so I knew Scientology was weird and bad and it was a cult, but I didn't know what their practices were or their beliefs. So I decided to dive into Scientology and find out what they were about. And boy, did I find some stuff out. We all did. It's just wild what what those people get away with. And in America, how is it still happening? That's what I don't get. That just proves how corrupt our government is. I mean, come on. It's just insane. All of the laws that they're breaking and getting away with it. I mean, what kind, like Serge says, in what world does that happen? It's just crazy. The United States needs to get rid of this frickin' tax-free religion crap. Religions need to pay their taxes like the rest of us, because that's what's fucking up the whole thing is, that separation of church and state, and I still kind of believe in that, but they cannot keep letting these religions not pay taxes and not be held responsible for their actions just because they're a religion or claim to be a religion. It's so crazy. You did all your research last year? Oh, wow. You were so hooked. Literally spent every waking moment watching Kara, John, Jordan, and yeah, I remember when Jordan and McKay were first starting out. And you saw Will protesting. Yeah. You felt like a global issue with, yeah, it is, but we have to start at home, Charity begins at home, and so does like getting things right. You have to get your own house in order first, you know what I mean? And then branch out. But I'm afraid for like my son and what's going to happen in the next 20 years or so. I'm really scared for him and the younger people. Oh, gosh. Like I said, I'm really afraid about the election coming up. I'm not going to say which way, but I am scared. I mean, well, I'll give myself away if I say what I was going to say. Yeah. Yep. And I didn't even register to vote in time, but I got a registration thing in the mail the other day. And you have to register 29 days before the election. And the election is less than 29 days away. But also, I'm a felon. And it says if you're a felon and you haven't been given your rights back or something, I forget what their wording it was. Anyway, if you lie and get caught, you can have to pay like $5,000 fine and or spend 5 years in prison. Yep, just for voting. So I don't think I'm going to take that chance because I'm the kind of person that always gets caught. Always. I don't think I've ever even gotten out of a traffic ticket. That's how bad my luck is with the police. This election is already wild. The attempts that were made on the former president were not on my bingo card for 2024. Yeah, that's so scary. If I was Trump, I would be scared to death. He could be shot any time. And I guess, you can't go around thinking about that. But to me, that's so scary. So scary. I feel bad for him. There's so many crazies out there. So many crazies. Oh my gosh. I hope nothing bad happens on election day. After they tally up the votes, if they tally them correctly. But, some people don't know how to count, I guess. Obviously. They think 1 is equal to 1,000. Or they think 100 is equal to 1,000. I don't know. They put too many zeros. I don't know. I don't know what they do. They don't know how to count. Maybe they went to Scientology grade school. That's why they don't know how to do math. I don't know. Those poor kids that didn't get their education because Scientology didn't let them. That's why I'm very impressed at how smart so many of these ex-Scientologists are. I mean, like how literate they are. I guess that's because they had to word clear so much. But I mean, a lot of them are smart in other areas also, I mean, they're not a dumb group of individuals. as far as like schooling. I think some of them, I don't want to say they're dumb. I think some of them say dumb things, but we all say dumb things. And some of them act and do dumb things, but we all do that. Yeah, I don't think they're that different than a lot of us out here that have dealt with trauma growing up. You know, there's just as many never ends that have just as much trauma as they do, some more, some less. I mean, like, I never want to pretend like it's a contest, because it's not. You know, all trauma is horrible. But my point is, for the amount of schooling that they had, like grade school and junior high and high school, the group of them, they're doing pretty good. They're smart. Yep. Now the leaders, or the, like Serge talks about, the parents, the ones that were not born in, I don't know about them. I don't have a whole lot of respect for them at all. I'm sure a lot of them are smart, but something happened along the way. Uh-huh. And some of them are still in there after all these years. Blows my mind. But you know what? Had I been at the wrong place at the wrong time, I'm so trusting that I could easily see myself getting caught up in Scientology. You know, I could see that happening to me, because, like, I believe just about anything people tell me. I mean, not the real dumb stuff, but you know, I am too trusting to a fault. I'm trying to be more, what's the word? Discernment. I'm trying to have more discernment than I have in the past. But when you don't grow up with a lot of discernment, it's hard to get a lot when you're my age. Let me tell you. Oh, that was so funny earlier when I was laughing so hard. I had some good laughs tonight. Psych. That was hilarious. A couple of those things. Oh my goodness. Let me know when you are going to go to bed, because I think I'm going to finish this pumpkin tomorrow. I'm going to wrap plastic around it. I'm gonna soak it in water for a little while, and then wrap it in plastic and finish carving it tomorrow. I just don't feel like doing it tonight, finishing it tonight, because I'm at the hard part. And if I try to do it when I'm not really feeling like it, then I will definitely mess it up. And I don't want to mess it up. But, and you can bet that this studio is not going to get cleaned up tonight. It's gonna, I'm gonna try to turn the camera and just show you a little bit, if I can, of the mess I have going on. Let's see, there's part of my desk. There's part of it. Let's see, let me go to this side. There's another part of it. Look at that mess. Oh my God. Now, there's my computer, which is directly in front of my face. And then I have stuff like way up. Well, you can't see that far. I can't twist it. Let's see. Maybe I can twist it this way. Okay. Now, this is the top of my desk. Like, look at all this stuff sitting on top, the shelf on top of my desk. It's all full there too. I mean, literally, yeah. And that's not even the floor, you guys. If you saw what was on the floor, besides the pumpkin seeds and goop that fell on the floor when I was cleaning the pumpkin out. Besides that, oh my gosh. Oh, I need to finish. I made a short video because I started painting some blue jeans, and I need to finish and make another video. But you want to see what I started? There's one pocket. There's another pocket, and I have some flowers drawn on there that I need to paint. Kind of cool. I have a million projects going on. A million projects. Oh my goodness. And my fingernail just fell off. I need to do my nails. Well, I think I'm going to jump off of here. I've been on for 3 hours and 36 minutes. I had a blast tonight with you, Psych. Thanks so much for being here, and everybody else that stopped by. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you helping me with my watch hours. I will get there before the new year, so I don't have to start over. In the meantime, y'all have a wonderful night or morning or afternoon, wherever you are in this big old world. And I will get back on the pumpkin tomorrow. And don't forget to stop by and see how it turns out. Thanks so much. I love this community. And I will see you mañana, tomorrow. Bye, y'all.